Today we're making pizza muffins, and these are really yummy, so stick around for the video. Today I'm making muffin pizzas, and here are the ingredients that we need. Mozzarella cheese, diced pepperoni, diced mushrooms, pizza sauce, and some dough. And what I've done is I've made these little pizza balls, and they are 30 grams each or 1 ounce each. And I weighed these out before I actually let them ferment and grow underneath the plastic. So these are the ingredients, so let's get started. Alright, first thing we're going to do, grab one of our tiny dough balls. So as I was saying, these are only 1 ounce of dough. So I'm going to roll these out into little circles, and I'm going to put them into muffin tins. And we don't want them too big, we just want them to fit the muffin tin. So I've got a muffin tin here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to place them in like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to roll this one a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll all of these out, and I'll get them all ready, and then I'll fit them in when I come back on camera. Alright, so that's the last one. Okie dokie. So there they all are. Where are we here? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them, and I'm going to gently get them in there as nice as I can. Beautiful. Alright, perfect. Alright, so the next thing, gonna grab our sauce. We got a little sauce in there. So let's fill one, two. I'm gonna grab our mushroom. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in there. There we go. If you don't want to put mushroom in, you don't have to. You can put something else. You could fry up bacon and put bacon in here as well. Anything goes. Alright, and then we've got our pepperoni. So get some pepperoni in there. These look great. We'll pop some pepperoni in. There we go. These are great for parties because you can whip these up beforehand, and then when guests arrive you can just pop them in the oven, right? You can get, you know, pans like this that hold 24. You can even go smaller if you want. You can get the mini ones. Anyway. Okay, how's that? Looks pretty good? Perfect. And then our last thing is the cheese. So let's just get our cheese on there. So I've got my oven preheating at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to pop these in until I see the cheese is nice and golden brown. Alright, that looks pretty good. So there we go. So I've got my muffin pizzas ready. I'm going to pop these in the oven, 425 degrees, until they're all nice and golden brown. And I'll be back in a bit when they're baked. Alrighty, so I baked these for exactly 15 minutes at 425 degrees. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let them cool down, and I'll show you the finished product, but actually I can kind of lift one out. Let's see, here we go. There we go. I'll give you a little better close-up. Ooh, these are very hot. So I'm going to let them cool down a little bit so that they're workable. I'll put them on a plate and I'll show you the finished product later in my little ending video. Alright, my muffin pizzas have cooled considerably. They're still warm, so I'll just pop them out now. You can see how nicely they come out. Nice. Nice brown bottom. Beautiful. There we go. Very lovely. So there we go. Those look really good. I'll cut into one. Alrighty, let's cut into one of these. And I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. And let's just cut into it. Just to show you the inside. And there we go. Look at that. Yum. So that's it for this video. These are my muffin pizzas. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment. If you try it out, let me know how they turned out. So that's it for now, so I'll see you next time.